Hey guys, I'm Tarun Mansukhani. I'm here with one of the biggest stars of Bollywood or the Indian film industry.
That's Tarun.
And my personal little boy, John Abraham, and you're watching us on AVS. John, how does it feel being in New York?
Feels good, but I'm tired because I came in from London, but feels great. Feels good seeing you, and I'm happy we matched our clothes.
Yes, we look like the Dostana couple again. And what do you feel about Dostana being at iView? Main.
First of all, you're taking Abhishek's place.
I'm as hairy, don't worry. You'll like it.
What do I feel about Dostana being in iView?
Yeah.
Well, I thank iView for getting Dostana to be the opening film here, and I wish them all the best with the future years that come. I wish they grow as a festival because the concept of iView is great to have a platform for Indian films, and I feel when you have a name like Engendered, and I feel Dostana is the apt film to really open the festival at this year. So I'm really excited that we have Dostana here, and next year Dostana too.
You know, speaking of that, I was quite surprised that a festival like this would want Dostana here. Did you at all find that while we were making the film that Dostana would have this kind of an appeal, this kind of success, and actually go to festivals and all?
No, I knew when we were making Dostana, it'll be a hit. I knew that. I knew it'll be a commercial success, but I didn't know it would be a cult. I mean, Dostana today is taken in the same breath as, I don't know, I mean, I can't even think of another film where a human relationship or a connotation would be taken to this level, where when you talk about homosexuality in India, they say, "Kya Dostana chal raha hai," for example. So I think Dostana has gone beyond the borders of just being a film. And credit to you, Tarun, because it's your first film and you've got a film like this. So that's...
So basically we made nice poster boys out of both of you, and the gay community is all over you.
Yeah, and you're the new hotshot director in town.
Yes, I'm just touching his feet right now. Okay, obviously by now everyone knows about Dostana 2.
Right.
What are you, John Abraham, expecting out of the sequel?
Expecting to show less.
Not gonna happen. Do you feel that this time you will go a step further and drop your shots entirely?
This is the director speaking. Not gonna happen. This is Tarun Mansukhani on the sets. This is what he did with us. When we used to go back after a shot to the hotel, he used to call us back from the hotel to tell us, "I'm not happy with the shot, you gotta redo it."
You know, you've said that story about 50 million times. I'm never going to call you back.
It's not got out of my brains.
Okay. I keep saying this all the time, is that John trusts his director blindly, and he kind of just gives himself to the director and lets the director choose to do whatever he wants. Why do you feel that this kind of trust is so important?
Yeah, I think it's important because at the end of the day, it's a director's medium. You know, it's a director's vision, and the actor's just the means to that end. And I feel, though an actor is very important and he adds his own personality traits in a film, or his physical traits in a film, it's finally the director who has to tell his story, and he's using two specific people who he thinks he's cast rightly to say that story. So if
does that kind of thing ever backfire? Do you suddenly feel that
it does sometimes when you know your probably when you see a film and you know your director's vision has not really gone entirely right, it does backfire on you sometimes. But most of the times, you know, it's always been more successful than it's failed, because the director usually has managed to tell his story. And I don't go by commercial success or failure. I just believe that the director's managed to tell his story, and he turns around and he tells me, "Great, I'm happy. I'm happy I've told my story. And thank you for not interfering, and thank you for not being John Abraham in every film." Because that's not what we want.
And actually, now that you mentioned that, I'm pretty much in touch with all the directors that you worked with. And as you said, you don't really look at commercial success versus this is the film that I should be doing and all of that. And you've consecutively always come up with great performances, be it No Smoking, be it Ashaएं, which actually no one's seen but I have, be it New York recently. Do you suddenly now keep feeling that there are too many expectations and I have to beat that? And do you get into that entire space?
I'm happy if there are expectations, Tarun, because if there weren't expectations, then I would have stagnated. Okay. Even if there is a change now after my five and a half years in the industry, and if people know that John Abraham may not necessarily be all body, there's a lot more to him. I think it's a welcome change and it's needed. And it's nice that a new breed of directors like yourself and a new breed of actors who believe that time is money and being professional and following a director's brief is important have happened to the industry. That's why we're getting films like Dostana out. That's why we're getting films like New York out, for example. And I think that's a great sign.
Why should I trust you?
I want my lawyer! I'm an American! Listen to me!